So yeah, we wanted to talk real quick why we just started doing YouTube just like that out of the blue. And I guess for me, it just started because I'm gonna be really open and honest with you guys. I did get laid off from my job due to, not because I was bad work or anything, but because production was slowing down at the work. I was working at a manufacturer. And for those of you who have worked in a manufacturing company, you would know that that's typical. It's typical when work slows down. So I'm not too worried about it. We're not struggling or anything. You know, our job opportunities that I do have, it's just choosing what to do, you know. And so for me, starting YouTube has been something that I've wanted to do for a while. It's fun to me. I love doing this video editing softwares and all this other stuff. It's really cool for me.
He's always
I love
been
this.
techie, so it's like it's not something that he has to like force himself to do. It's like more of a hobby. So it's like if you can do it for work and you love to do it anyways, why not do something that you like to do?
Yeah, like I consider this a job in a sense of I stay up to about 4 in the morning every day and every
He doesn't
editing,
have
recording.
to. He doesn't have to.
I don't have to, but for everything that we do and staying up editing, I do it to make sure that I have enough footage, make sure everything's relatively entertaining for you guys, and I stay entertaining. I try to do my best, and for anyone who's first getting in front of a camera, you'll notice that they're very timid at first because you don't know what to say to a camera. You're staring at a camera, but sometimes you have to think who's behind the camera, who you're really talking to. And even though I can't see you guys face to face, I still know I'm talking to somebody and you guys are interested. When I look at my views and stuff like that, I know you guys are interested in watching what I have to do on my daily basis, or, you know, what game I'm playing that day. And so I know I'm doing at least something right. But I have wanted to do YouTube for a while, and I know that you can make it a career, and hopefully I can get there one day. But for me, it's not really about the money. I mean, I do need to obviously have some sort of income to be able to pay for what I'm living, but that's not my priority right now.
And it's like, I feel like when people look at this video, it's gonna seem like, well, every YouTuber says that. I've noticed that a lot of YouTubers say it's not for the money, which some of them are correct, but you know, you never know. Some of them might be just in it for money. Who knows? And it's like when he says that, or we say that, it's genuinely an honest thing. We've never really thought about, you know, making YouTube a career. We've always wanted to do YouTube because it's just always surrounded our life. It's just something we love. We follow a lot of people. We love what they do. We love making people happy, and it's just we see people doing that, so why can't we do it? You know, it's just getting it to that point to pushing yourself to doing it. And we talked about it for an hour and was like, yeah, let's go do this. It took a couple days to really break down, you know, the reasons behind why we both wanted to do it, because, you know, you never know. Some people might have different reasons why they want to do things, but we both come to terms that we want to do it because, you know, making videos, and we were doing it before, but not religiously, not day by day. And so we're like, why can't we do it day by day? Why not? We have the time. We have, you know, interesting lives to what we think.
Hopefully.
To what we think or interesting. I mean, y'all might not see it because we do forget to vlog, and I when I watch YouTubers, I'm like, dang, why do they forget to vlog that part? How is it so hard to pick up a camera?
Now we understand.
Now we understand, because you get so we're people that live in the moment, and so when you're so in the moment, you forget that you have that camera and you have, you know, people wanting to see it. And so I understand YouTubers now just a little bit. It's just you forget, but.
And considering we use our phones for cameras, we don't have like that.
Yeah, so it's like, how do you remember that stuff? But, I mean, it's hard, but we're hoping to make this a career. I mean, if it gets to that point, great. I mean, if it doesn't, it's fine. I mean, if it's just for us, I mean, this is also for us, because we did talk about, like, a while back how we wanted to record our lives, not just for us, but to show our kids. Because I've always wondered, what was my mom like, you know, when she was younger? What was my dad like? What were they doing back in, like, you know, 2015?
Embarrassing stuff.
You know, stuff like that. So, you know, for my kids to be able to go on the internet, look up whatever, and say, oh, look, there's my mom doing some stupid stuff with my dad.
Calling himself
We
Jason
don't have
with a
kids
cow.
and we're not pregnant, but if we do ever decide to have kids, that would be awesome that they can just go on the internet and search in our names onto YouTube, and there it goes. You know, our life in a, you know, in a little screen. So it's like
or
cool.
maybe a hologram.
Or, you know, we don't know what this technology is, you know, getting bigger. And I used to be against technology.
And believe it or not, she used to be shy to talk to people on the phone. She hated picking up the phone.
I used to have this big old fear, like, of talking to people on the phone. I was so scared to, like, talk to people. I don't know. It was just something I went through. And now that I'm sitting here talking to a camera and I see people has made me grow. And so having this opportunity to talk to people online, it's silly because you're talking to a camera, but when you think about it, there is somebody behind that camera, you know, really listening. Like my little brother and sister love watching our videos. They love it, and they're, you know, younger, like really young. So, and so for them to like be able to get online and, you know, search, you know, Jacob's name and find both of us on here, and, you know, because we don't see them away. And so for them to just be like, hey, I want to see Tori or Jacob, they look our names up online and they can see it, and then it's like we're there with them and they love it. And so if I can, you know, make them happy by doing that, I will do that for them. And even if it's just for them and we don't have subscribers, whatever, it's for them. So, and
you also have to think, like, this is something that I love doing. I stay up till 4 in the morning willingly because I love, oh shoot, sorry, because I love making videos. I love the whole idea behind it. The fact that you can make a video, share it with people, and people watch it and, you know, support you in it. You know, I love talking to people, kind of implement things I love doing. Playing games. Who doesn't like playing games? You know, video editing. I wanted to go to school for audio engineering. I just haven't found that time, that medium, because hopefully, if everything works well with YouTube, I know it's not going to be a matter of tomorrow and boom, I got like 10 million views. And, you know, all these subscribers start flooding in. We get all this money. But this is something fun, something that I love to do. And one of my theories behind anything that you want to do is if you want to go to school and just see the experience. You don't even know what you want to do, but you want to go for the experience. Go and do it. You know, if you want to go skydiving spontaneously, go and do it. Set it up and figure out some way to do it. Nothing is impossible. You can, I know I kind of sound like that Shia LaBeouf thing, just do it! But, if you want to do it, just do it. Like, getting this PC, do something like that, put myself out there, because I'm not the type, I used to be not the person to put myself out there ever. If I could put myself out there to see if I like something, and then if you don't like it, then you don't like it. And yeah, you know, some people do get it. I loved the experience. I love where I'm at now. I've come to learn that I'm more into hospitality than anything. And it was a journey. It was a journey to get to where I am now, and I can't imagine myself being anywhere else. And so I love my job as of right now where I'm working, and I love that we can do this as a hobby. And if we make the money off of it, great. If we don't, and we're just talking to people just to make them feel better, or just because people like to listen to us, well, then that's great too. And I love that a lot of my family members can go online and find me on here and, you know, see me and what I'm doing, because a lot of them call and are like, well, I don't know what you've been doing because we don't get to see you a lot. You can always stay updated with us. They stay updated, yeah, because we do it daily. So, and it's also for us to look back and be like, hey, look at what we're doing 20 years from now. That'd be great. Know, even if for whatever reason me and Tori split up, we can always revisit this, like, oh, this is what we had planned at this time. Look at, you know, let's say we just go downhill as a person, and, you know, we can probably rebuild our motivation from the motivation we had now. Because getting this place, honestly, we did it the same day we came. We looked at it once, and the same day we found this place, we were just like, we're getting it. Just like that. We didn't tell my mom, because I was living with my mom at the time, and so was she. She was living with me. We didn't tell anybody that we were moving out until the day we were moving out. We planned the day we were coming in, we paid everything, we signed the lease, did all of it on our own, all the apartment shopping on our own, and we moved pretty far on our own. We wanted to start, or at least for me, I wanted to start my own life brand new, fresh. Because I lived in South Austin for a long time, and you know, almost my whole life. And so at this point, I was like, I just want to be a new person. I want to start fresh in a new place without having to leave the state or you know, the country.
And I think that was us moving forward, because we both made a promise that we wouldn't be like a lot of people that we've grown up around, you know. And I'm not saying the people we've grown up around are, you know, not, you know, like successful. They are, but it's just we wanted to get to our success in a different way, and we wanted to start fresh. And we felt very down south of Austin. We felt like near our family and stuff like that. It just felt like we were stuck.
And our comfort zone. That was the comfort zone.
That was a comfort zone for us. And we were like, when we saw this place, and something in me was just telling me to just tell him to get it, because it was mainly me that the decision was on.
Yeah, because at the time when we were looking at the place, I was like, okay, maybe we should. Because for me, when she was like, we need, you know, let's look at it, you want to get it and stuff like that, I was like, I don't know, maybe we should wait. And
I didn't even look at the apartment.
And I had to go because she didn't bring her ID, and you can't go and look at the models without your ID. And
for some reason, I don't know.
So she had to stay in the conference room, and I got to go. And so I took the tour. I showed her. It's actually what this place looks like now. And so I was like, maybe. I was like, it's big enough for me because it's 711 square feet total, one floor. If somebody lives above us, but I was like, it's good. The price is great especially for what they give you here. And so we talked about it. She's like, let's get it. I was like, are you sure? I was like, wait, let's. I think we should wait a little bit. And this was in front of the representative showing us all this stuff. And
at that moment, I felt like when I made that decision, not just for myself but for us, I felt like I was taking a little step of being an adult more, because I've always had everybody else decide for me, or at least their opinion decide for me. And so when I was just like, we need to do it, you know, I want to get my life started with you, and this is just going to be for us, and the only way we're going to move forward is if we do this now, because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it later, because I get really comfortable at where I'm at, and I start second guessing myself. The same thing, or the apartment. So, you know, just us taking this leap forward on changing our life in a dramatic way, this has evolved to where we're at now. So
yeah, because sorry, I got a seat stuck in my throat. But for me, I don't want to showboat myself too much, if at all. But for me, I feel like I've done pretty well for what age I am, and for both of us, because like I said, this is not this stereotypical. These are townhomes more than apartments. And I've worked, and I know what hard work is, because when I was working manufacturing, I would work more than 70 hours a week. I would work 13-hour shifts, 13 days a week, and 1 day off. That was what my work schedule was. So I know what it is to work hard for all this stuff. And you know, it's good and all, but you know, I realized, I was making relatively good money, and I was like, you know, do I really want to do this for the rest of my life? Because I could have, and you know, do I really want this as my career? And you know, that was never really my thing. I got the job to get money, to kind of get myself to get a place.
Get money.
Woo! But I kind of got it to kind of jumpstart my life. That way I wasn't, you know, having to, I guess, work hard, but in a slower pace. Yeah, you can say it, whatever.
Oh.
You can shut the phone. But, anyways, so yeah, right now, I guess the plan, because we can talk all day, but, to, kind of cut this to get the point of it, this is the reason why we did YouTube, is to kind of do something that we love, hopefully make a career out of it if it gets big enough, and at the same time, just kind of hopefully enlighten your guys' day, you know. We both love helping people.
I actually plan on being HR of my hotel or CEO one day.
There you go.
Don't plan on leaving that anytime.
And me, I plan on going to the military to help to, because when people ask me, I say I want to risk my lives for millions of others, kind of thing. And my only big concern with that is not the money or anything like that, the traveling or being away from Tori for a while. It's really my person as being as a strong. You know, I would jump into it, but I don't want to go into the military, sign my life away, and do something that I didn't sign up to do, and be there for a minimum of 4 years. That's my only main concern. I do have friends that are in the military, and I talk to them and stuff like that, but you know, I won't go into that unless you guys ask. But that's the main point. So we just kind of want to tell you guys about that real quick, let you guys know why we're doing YouTube all of a sudden, just like that, out of nowhere. And even though this channel has my name on it, it just kind of cuts the I guess the work in half, having to do 3 channels, because I have a gaming one, this one, and then she would have to do hers, so it just kind of breaks that barrier. But there you guys go. So hope you guys enjoyed that little spiel on why we wanted to start YouTube as a thing. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe, and
comment down below
on what you like to see us do.
If you want us to discuss any other topics that you have questions about,
anything at all.
See him play any games or anything like that.
Yeah, you can probably leave that on the second channel.
Oh, sorry.
Just so you can. It's a game channel. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But share with everyone. Let everyone come in on the love. And don't forget to live your dreams. Nothing's impossible. Ever. Just jump. Just do it. Just make a leap of faith. I don't care how hard it is. Whatever you're thinking right now.
What if they want to be homeless?
Whatever dream you want to do. I'm pretty sure people don't want to be homeless. But if you do, that's all on you. Go and do it. You go be homeless. I have faith in you to be homeless.
Yeah.
I can't even talk. That's how much faith I have in you.
Took the word right out of my mouth.
Yeah, you spoke for me. You stole it right there. But anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video.